it's a special night for the whole auto industry, and it becomes more special when we have a guest who lead the industry, and that's Shashank San, Executive Director, Maruti Suzuki. Thank you, Shashank San, for being here, being a part of this event, and thank you for joining us and taking the time out.
Thank you very much.
Before we start, I need to know one thing. What is that magic mantra? We are getting into all the products and stuff that came in the year 2020, but you have some magic with you that even without many launches or updates, you have just taken the market as usual, the way you have been doing from the last decade. But this was a very hard time with, we are coming out of the post-COVID and all. What is that magic mantra, which keep the customers close to your chest all the time?
First of all, thank you for those compliments. I really appreciate that. There is, I feel, of course, there's an element of a lot of luck which has gone our way. But if you are asking for a mantra, really there is no mantra except that we have to do what the consumer wants. And to do that, we need to have a good understanding of the customer. And understanding of the customer is not so easy. It requires very hard amount of work and research with the consumer to continuously monitor the environment for what changes are happening in the industry with the consumers, the economy, the type of vehicles which are being preferred. And essentially it is about consumer satisfaction, retaining his satisfaction and his advocacy of your products. That, I believe, is the mantra for not only auto industry, but across any industry in the world.
And forcing market, that's the biggest USP of Team Maruti Suzuki, if I say.
Yes, example, and that comes, exactly. And that comes from a good understanding of customers.
Right.
And that is essential.
And when we talking about forcing the market in advance, I must appreciate the fact that the digital revolution that now people are talking about so much, that is something started by Maruti Suzuki a couple of years back. And now it's giving damn good benefits. More than five, I'm not remembering the exact numbers, but the numbers are amazing.
Yes. So remember, we identified this digital trend sometime in 2016. And at that time, the number of inquiries which used to come to us, sales inquiries, was of about 3% of the total inquiries. But now it is almost 35 to 40% of the inquiries come through the web. And in fact, consumer research indicate 94% of the consumers actually research their buying which product they will buy in digital platforms. And that is something which has happened very fast in the last couple of years. And pandemic has actually accelerated that trend. So as a result, now almost 35 to 40% of the inquiries come through the digital route. And I think this is an irreversible process. And this is going to continue. This trend is going to continue. So you are very right. This was something which we saw earlier. We strengthened our digital platform. And you'll be happy to know, Nand, that we are actually now, those touch points which were not yet digitalized, especially the financing part, because people used to go to the bank and then they have to submit a documentation, etc. That also we have now digitalized. That's something which nobody in the industry has done so far. So it's in that sense a very unique initiative we have taken to digitalize even the financing part. We call it the e-finance marketplace, or Maruti Suzuki Smart Finance. And that is something which is also giving us good benefit, because remember, 80% of the retail in the industry is through finance. So I think digital trend is there, not only for knowing about the product, but also about the buying process itself.
It's a good news for us automobile geeks also. If things are getting digital, as you are talking about, people are doing loads of online research. So that gives us also good traction. So we should, go concentrate and make sure that our reviews and everything are going online and in sync with the consumers.
Yes, great point.
Is it going to affect the brick and mortar dealerships with the digital trend going up in such a steep manner?
Listen, I think there is this mixed opinion about it. Personally, I think it's both are going to coexist. And in fact, even in countries which are much more advanced in their terms of digital space, we do find that more than 93% of the buyers actually, while they complete the other processes digitally, for taking delivery of the vehicle or test drive of the vehicle, obviously they come to the showroom. And I think the reason is because it's a high ticket item. It's probably the second largest purchase in terms of value that you make in your lifetime after the house. So I think people do want to at least visit and see, to give them greater touch and feel, you can say. And that has been the trend across the world. So I don't think that we are moving away from a physical infrastructure, and therefore that will remain important. But more importantly, we also look at the network in the digital landscape. So if we were having this discussion, let's say 5 years back, we would be talking about how many outlets Maruti has, how many cities do we cover, which tier 1, tier 2 cities we have covered, how many are outlets, and so on. But today we are also talking about our network in the digital landscape. So we have 1,000 plus digital dealerships today. So internally also within Maruti, we not just track how many outlets we have in which city. So how many R outlets we have, how many E outlets, how many Arena outlets, how many Nexa outlets, how many commercial vehicle outlets. We also now track how many digital dealerships we have. And that is a fundamental change. So while those other activities will continue regarding physical infrastructure, but increasingly the digital dealerships will also become very important from consumer point of view, and therefore from the manufacturer point of view.
The customers want to know, the viewers want to know, we auto experts want to know what's in store in 2021 when we're talking about products. Are going to be there a surprise? And there is one chota packet that everybody is waiting for. Everybody want to know. The star of the Auto Expo. So is there any news on that part?
Much as I would like to tell you about it, actually I am not allowed to reveal, give you any forward guidance on product launches. But one thing I can tell you about product launches, which is that as far as the long-term scenario is concerned, Maruti Suzuki is very positive about India, the Indian economy growth story, the automobile growth story. And therefore, our product plan reflects that confidence which we have in Indian economy and the Indian auto industry. That is the reason you would have found that even though Indian industry has had its ups and downs, we have always been very strong in the introduction of new products. And an example I gave you for last year, when we brought in the XL6 and also the Espresso, even though the market was actually almost 20% down over the previous year. So it was, even though the market scenario was not so positive last year, we still introduced the new vehicles. We got the new Ignis, we got the new Brezza, the new S-Cross. So I think this whole philosophy of continuously updating products and to keep making new launches will continue even in the future, including the next year.
What's your forecast for the next 6 months, if I say in the short term? Do you see a double-digit growth, especially for Maruti Suzuki as well as for the market?
So it's a very difficult question. So while it's always asked by all auto experts, but frankly, I mean, I'll be the first to admit that we don't really have a definitive answer to that. What we see, the current demand is there is a big element of pent-up demand into it, and of course there is this phenomena whereby people are moving away from shared mobility, from public transport to personal transport. Therefore, we find that there is a lot of this current demand. But how long it's going to last and when the new car demand will actually start appearing depends on the fundamentals of the economy, which is a little uncertain at this time. And also on the sentiment. Remember, car buying is a discretionary purchase, which requires positive sentiment, and sentiments are difficult to predict because we don't know which way the COVID will move. And I think sentiments are at this time dependent largely on the COVID situation. So you could have, a vaccine upside, for example, but at the same time, we could have a virus downside. So we could have headwinds, we could have tailwinds. So really, which way it will go, we are not sure, and that is the reason why we are very apprehensive. It's not that we don't want to make a projection, But we are very apprehensive about which way, and therefore this uncertainty prevents us from giving a direct answer that people like Nand and all would be seeking from us most of the time.
Got that, sir. Thank you. Before we go, your good wishes. What would you like to say on all the nominations and this award night, which is very special for us because this is the time, Shashank San, that we celebrate auto industry. We acknowledge all the people behind our smiles, our dreams. Who brought the economy back. Your wishes, Shashank San, and what would you like to say about a Hi-Tech Award 2020's night?
So what are you calling that award? This thing? What is that?
It's Jagran Hi-Tech Awards, Mobile and Mobility.
Okay. So first of all, of course, we are very proud to be part of this award ceremony, the Jagran award ceremony. It's something which our association with Jagran also has been very long. They are extremely professional in their approach as far as their evaluations are concerned, and we are extremely proud to be associated with this event. Also, we and the industry always look forward because these events gives us some sort of a measure of how we are performing, and it's always nice to know from such events which are the areas where we need to improve, how our competitors are better in many areas. So it's always a learning process from us, and we are extremely happy to be part of this event, and we would definitely try to do better in all the aspects which Jagran has shown us measuring for their awards. So all the very best to the Jagran event, as also to all the people connected with the industry. Such events help us in benchmarking ourselves. It's a great event, and I'm really proud to be part of it.
Thank you, Shashank San. Thanks a lot for taking the time out. Congratulations and good luck to stay right there at the top. Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.